Just wanted to get a quick look at the beauty of that maple tree. You can see it's gone from the right to left. The right's pretty red, the center's kind of orange and yellow, and the left is still green. But it's really pretty right now, and you can see it's starting to drop the leaves. Hi, Chad and Olive here. You can see I'm standing right underneath that maple tree I showed in the intro of this video. And here on Purple Collar Life today, I want to do a little experiment. So I've got the, all this pan. So I've got the Toro TIMECUTTER. As you know, it's done a great job mowing all season. What I don't have for that is the mulch kit. And I really enjoyed that mulch kit with the John Deere tractor, especially in the fall, because it does a great job of mincing up these leaves, and then I just leave them on the lawn all chipped up, and they add as fertilizer for the next year. So I want to do a comparison. We'll do the Toro TIMECUTTER on one side of this tree, just blowing the leaves and chopping them up the best we can with the regular blades and the regular deck. And then on the other side of the tree, we'll do the John Deere with the mulching deck and the mulching blades and see the difference. I think that'll be a good experiment. And just a side note, one of the reasons I love living here in Northwest Pennsylvania is the season changes. And I know some people don't like the winter, some people think the summers are too hot. But for me, it's perfect. I like the 4 seasons that we experience every year here in Northwest Pennsylvania. I actually love the snow. I don't mind driving in the snow. I like the fall. I like the beautiful colors and the changing of the seasons. So to me, this is about the perfect place to live, and just wanted to note that. That's one of the reasons we live here in Northwest Pennsylvania, and that's one of the things I really like about the area is the seasonal changes, and especially this time of year, you can see how beautiful it is. Okay, Olive, let's go get the mowers. So like I said, we're going to do this little experiment. The John Deere has the mulching deck on with the mulching blades and the mulching kit. The Toro, standard blades, standard deck, no mulching kit. We'll see which way works better with these leaves under this maple. That did a really good job chopping up the leaves into small bits. Let's see how the Toro does. So let's take a look at how we did. A couple observations. The TIMECUTTER, the blades are spinning so fast they create a lot of push or blow. So I created quite a wall of leaves as I went out. Now I alternated going back and forth to try to avoid that, but it's got so much blow that the leaves that were here, a lot of them didn't chop up, they just blew further out. So if I were going to keep going, I'd just try to blow all those over towards the woods. The John Deere did a much better job of mulching them up into tiny little bits, but still left them here. So there's more leaves left in tiny bits, whereas the TIMECUTTER really eliminated them from the grass, just pushed them into a different area. So it's really, I guess, about what you'd rather have. Would you rather push the leaves like you're blowing them with the blower while you mow, or would you rather mulch them up It depends probably on the location you're at. Let's take a closer look at what the results were. So we'll go beyond the tree here. You can see I left a row of leaves right down the center between the two. But looking at the side here that the John Deere did with the mulching kit, it did a good job of chopping those leaves up, and I would probably in a normal year just leave them like that. You know, the more times I mow this, the more those will get chopped up. The leaves fall off this maple tree pretty quickly, so I end up mowing every 5 days or so, chopping them up. But then you can see over here on the time cutter side, it pretty much eliminated those leaves. And the leaves that you're seeing right here were just because when I came back, it blew some leaves further over this way. In fact, when I made my second row right here, it blew leaves clear over to the center line that I was leaving. And you can see when I came up here, it completely eliminated those leaves. It just made a wall of leaves that you could just keep pushing over towards the woods, if you have woods to push them into, and if you don't have so many leaves that it gets to a point where you're bogging the mower down pushing them. So that's just a general comparison. Mulching versus no mulch kit on a mower. I do think that even though I've been mowing with the time cutter all summer long and really enjoyed it, now that fall is here, I think I will switch back to the John Deere where I can, where it's not a problem to mow with the loader on, because I have more loader work to do and I don't want to take that loader off. So I'll probably, like around this tree where the leaves drop pretty frequently, I'll mulch them up with the John Deere, and then along the edge of the woods where the tree leaves fall into the yard, I'll probably mulch those up. But no complaints about the time cutter. Just is going to make that wall that I'll have to deal with later of leaves, so I'd rather mulch them up and leave them in as future fertilizer in the ground. So thanks for joining us today. If you like videos like this, click that subscribe button, like, and please share with others. And we'll see you the next time. I wanted to show you this example here. You can see I'm sitting on the time cutter. This is a great place for me to use the time cutter and just blow those leaves into the woods here beside me, because as you can see, it's really clearing the area I've covered. I'm set on 4.5 so that I'm not really even mowing. I'm mostly just blowing the leaves, and I am in the fastest speed, so I can just zip up and down, blow those leaves into the woods, and this area will be done really quickly. So that is an advantage to the time cutter, is it does cut the amount of time that it takes to do the work. See, the Toro did a good job blowing those over to the edge of the woods, and it was fast.